It's called a promo, kid.
Shut your mouth,
if you want to
John.
be the big dog, you're going to have to learn how to do it. So go ahead.
You ready? No! I said, are you ready?
That was good. I'm glad you finally decided to pull that giant stick out of your butt and have some fun for once in your life.
You're uneducated marks! You sit there on your phones tweeting out your opinions like they're worth a damn. Let me explain something to you people. You don't know shit!
And I'd like to think that maybe this company will be better after Vince.
All right, is everybody awake? Is everybody alive and awake?
Ding dong.
I think consensus is like everybody's got maximum 2-3 hours of sleep.
Yes.
And I don't know why.
Yeah.
It happens too often every year. WrestleDream comes around and for whatever reason everybody loses sleep, but we all here. We all showed up. It was a decent enough pay-per-view to wake up and talk about on a Sunday morning.
Yeah. Definitely was.
And honestly, I'm just going to say it right now and jump right in. This was like the craziest, coolest way I'd ever seen a pay-per-view start off. Going straight into the tag match. The last tag match of the 0 hour ended up being the start of the pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. I loved it. I don't know whose idea that
was.
was. I don't know whose idea was in the back, but when I popped on the main card and I saw FTR and Jet Speed going at it, I said, what the hell's going on? I said, what the hell's going on? Because I didn't catch the tailgate brawl. So I was like, this is cool. I didn't know if the match had finished and they just kept fighting, but they didn't. The match was still going on.
They had started the match like with 2 minutes left and like, we don't know what's going to happen. And they just went into the pay-per-view, pyro going off. The rest of the
they just kicked it off. It was just kind of just squabbling everything. I like how they did that. Like they transitioned from the 0 hour to the main card, which is just like pretty cool. I don't think no other company, no big company did that.
I can't think of anything like starting like that. And they were already 100 miles an hour. They were already going.
Yeah.
Mike Bailey was already bam, bam, bam. And I think Mike Bailey for sure was the highlight of that segment as far as that opening segment, because gosh, he was going 1,000 miles an hour. Finally hit that final weapon beat. Gosh.
Could you imagine if just like it's a regular Wednesday, like you're just tuning into TV and then the dark match that was going on before showtime was just the start of the show? It's honestly cool. I wish we could do it every week. It would be less special if we did it every week for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know we've had shows where brawls are already happening, right? Like there's been some things where like, oh, there's something going on in the back and blah blah. You know, the show pops off.
But not a banger tag match.
But not a banger tag match. Yeah, like already in the middle of it.
That would kick it off.
Banger tag match.
So good.
And thanks to no host Stokely, FTR gets the win.
Highway robbery.
Highway robbery. No host Stokely.
Mr. I can't get no host Stoke.
Dude, we had a meme. I'm gonna show it on this episode because I don't think we got to actually make it into merch. We have a meme we made in the group chat. Brandon has more hoes than Stokely.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Brandon with the Twin Peaks.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit.
Dude, I'll talk about him later. He came in clutch for me during this pay-per-view later on, but get to that. So first actual match on the card was Jamie Hayter versus Tekla, which was like something I was looking forward to a lot myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, can we talk about the video package though?
You can definitely talk about the video package.
Dude,
that got me so hyped.
That was so pieced up really good.
Thank you.
AEW, whoever does their video packages, from the like bullet with the name, we were talking about this a couple days ago, the bullet with the name vignette with Hangman and MJF.
Yep.
The all-in video packages, dude, whoever runs their video package department and who works there needs a raise. Constantly give that man or woman a raise.
That's really good. They really present it. The way how they present it, really it gives that good feel. This is how you build up a match for a pay-per-view.
It makes you feel something when you're watching it, and then you're just so ready for the match.
I mean,
Like,
I said
yeah,
it before we started that this was one of the matches I look forward to the most.
yeah.
There's a reason.
yeah.
You know,
It
this feud
really
been going
is.
on what since May, since Tekla debuted.
Yeah.
Yeah, since
So
Tekla
we've been
debuted.
waiting. We've been waiting for this. Like, hey, get your blood back. Like, we've been waiting for this. So
Mhm.
All other women banned from ringside too. All other
Yeah.
women are banned.
was necessary for sure.
From the
Yeah.
jump, a great back and forth match. Both women laid it all out there. Outstanding match, I'd say. Actually, I didn't expect any less though, so it's not like I can't be like, oh wow, what a great match. Whenever the bar was
Right.
actually set that high,
Yeah.
it just delivered.
Nah, because I feel like that match between Jamie and Tekla, it felt like those two could be potentially future. They could be potentially.
Yeah.
They could be in the title picture in the future.
One thing I didn't even mention, too, that I didn't mention it because I thought it was just cool, but not show worthy. But then they implemented it into this match. Charlie Thez, the widow of Lou
Oh,
Thez,
yes, that's right.
was
Yeah.
ringside, and you
Mhm.
see Tekla kind of push
She-
the heel powers a little bit. Called her a
Yeah.
bitch, I believe.
Yeah, I was like, oh
well,
no.
she got the Hater got the assist from Charlie Thez, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So during the
Mhm.
chops, yeah, she was holding Tekla's hands back. So I like that.
Yeah.
Shout out Luthez.
I was gonna say I love Lou
Because
Thez.
Yeah, you gotta love Luthez.
Dude, yeah.
Nigel
She's so
Nigel
nice.
McGuinness though with that commentary, he says, "Well, Luthez ain't here to do anything. How dare you, Nigel McGuinness?
I was like, wow.
How
I'm like,
dare you?"
Nigel, what the
Nigel's
the
Nigel, man.
disrespect?
He says stuff.
One
He
of the
says stuff.
one of the
Yeah.
highlights for me on this match was Tekla. So used to during this whole feud, we've been seeing them in multi-women matches, right? So there's a lot of action. There's a lot of different spots going on at the same time. This time we really got to see Tekla use her moves, and I love how she uses her legs as like, I don't know if they're her fangs or they're her, whatever she's weaving, but her legs are a weapon where she's gonna choke you out. She's gonna grab you. She's gonna wrap you up, tie you in the ropes, do something. But her legs are
Taran-
deadly. The tarantula,
Tarantula.
yes.
Tarantula Jones. That's what Taz said.
Yeah, man, it was so good. Like the I think what they hit the spot with the iron octopus. Is that what they had called it?
Something like that. But I think
Something
like,
like that.
I like the turnbuckle spot where Jamie and Tekla was on, and Tekla got knocked out, and then she came back up.
Yeah.
Like
I always love that shit.
I was
That
like,
headbutt, that power of Jamie and just headbutt. That was
yeah.
Jamie Hayter gets the win. Did we see that coming? That's the question.
Not at all, because it was
I'm not
hard
against
between.
it.
I'm not against it.
It was not really against it. It was definitely a good match. It's just like it's hard to like choose. So what's the outcome of it?
For me, I just feel like Tekla is like a superpower. When I look at Tekla as a package, I'm like, yo, that's like somebody I want to keep unbeatable for a minute. And I don't hate it because I think Jamie Hayter was getting to a point. She is a former world champion, and you wouldn't know it unless
She
somebody
needed the
told you.
win.
Yeah.
And I
She
think that's what
definitely
that
needed a
Tekla was putting so much damage on Jamie, so much damage, and I said, man, it's gonna be hard for Jamie to just come back. And then she hit the double lariat, and they got the win. And I said, okay, that proves to me that Jamie Hayter is power, and she can knock you out with her lariat. That short arm lariat is gonna get you, and that's gonna get you. She's a former world champion, so that really solidified that for me. Yeah,
it's the haterade. Just
yeah. So that's why I wasn't mad at it. That's why I wasn't mad at it. I said, okay. I was like, all right, I wanted Tekla to win low key, but Jamie had to get it, and she hit what she needed to hit at the end.
I'm not gonna lie, say, but at the same time, it's like this is already building up for blood and guts.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did anybody else besides me think about driving to North Carolina for blood and guts?
You were the only one.
Dang. Man, this is just you. You know what? I wish, man, we got to get one of these years. We need blood and guts in Texas.
Oh my gosh!
I gotta see that match live.
We
man.
need a blood and guts in Texas, man. It's
And
got to happen.
Shout out to the Greensboro Coliseum. Yeah. Shout out to Greensboro, North Carolina for getting that match, the first ever women's blood and guts. Like that's gonna be awesome.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be
I just wish
some stuff.
I just wish blood and guts would be a pay-per-view match instead of like on TV.
They're fickle.
That's
Well-
kind of like but at the same time, man, what a great company to give you that for free.
For free. Yeah.
True.
Every year.
It's true. That is true. We getting like shit on free TV.
Yeah.
Because I feel like
I mean-
we get Anarchy in the Arena on pay-per-view, and that's kind of like sort of on the same level, but not. But
It's
if
the
they-
different type of violence.
yeah,
This
yeah,
kinda-
yeah.
This kind of goes into something else, but I mean, you guys remember being kids. I remember being a kid. You couldn't afford pay-per-view. It was hard to watch pay-per-views, and now I feel like this generation's getting back to that, where it's kind of hard now to watch some of these pay-per-views, and they're getting expensive
They
to
are,
watch. And
man.
so when you can have a company put something pay-per-view caliber on to
TV.
cable television,
TV.
they're
Yep.
doing something.
Hmm. Oh yeah, we getting worth it. It's worth it, and we're eating that shit up like really well.
Just eating.
Yep.
All right, the next match is a decently good one. I don't want to say surprisingly good. It's just with the Bucks and Jurassic Express and doing something from what felt like 2020. It felt like it was only just going to be a nostalgia act or a callback, but this kind of surpassed that. We got some new life in this rivalry, and I'm
Yep.
excited to talk about it.
Oh yeah. The Bucks versus Jurassic Express for the 500K.
Yeah, because the Bucks went broke.
They needed
first
it.
of all.
No.
31-17. They only had 32-17. I don't know how much they had in the
Bro,
bank,
the
but it wasn't
interest!
enough.
Dude,
Yeah.
the interest, I'll be dying.
The 32-17 Bucks.
Yep.
Their name graphic.
Insufficient funds.
Man.
They got completely trolled about being broke, and the fans. This was one of my favorite things. I couldn't stop laughing. The fans holding out money to them.
Oh, God,
trying to
Holding
give
down
them
a
money.
dollar. They were holding out a dollar. They were like, there was somebody had the sign that said $20 pick for the Bucks.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was like,
man.
It's like, where's 20?
I have a tweet here from somebody who was front row. Sam Jurassic Express FC right here says, I had $7 in my wallet and handed them out to our front row. Guy next to me was the genius who came up with the idea.
Awesome.
So, real time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good job, fellas.
Give me a hell yeah.
That
Now,
was nice.
at first, I wasn't totally feeling this match. It just felt too much like trying to recycle stuff from the past, like I said. But the more it went on, the more life it had. It has this new freshness to it that I didn't think that it would. And those edge of the seat close finishes that came in this match were
Yes.
The
barn
transitions, too. The transitions also.
So for me, like the Bucks proved to me time and time again that they are the best tag team in the world.
Yeah.
I say it in my head every time I watch them. They are incapable of having a bad match with anybody. Jurassic Express,
facts.
it was the return. So it was like we had seen Luchasaurus in his, patriarchy, kill switch
Kill
era. I'd never want to see. I hate saying this. I never want to see Luchasaurus in a singles match. He is meant. I don't know why, but he is meant to be with Jungle Jack, and they are just cohesive as a unit, and it works and it makes sense. And like I like this new evolution because it's not just like, oh, okay, we're Jungle Boy and we're back to Jurassic Express. It's
like grown, this
phase.
mature.
Yes, they are now
Yeah.
mature, and
Yeah.
you're hanging with the Bucks, who are going to give you the hell of a match that you deserve. So to me, the match solidified. Hey, Jurassic Express is back. They can fit into any main event storyline. With whatever they do, and of course the Bucks. I don't know where they're going to go from here, but they need to get some. They need the story is getting deep. The story is getting deep with them.
We'll get into a
Yeah.
little bit more of that in a second too. Going to what you said on Luchasaurus, because the only singles matches I can remember him having outside of Dark were on Lucha Underground, and he was great at that point. But
He
what I
was
think
great
you're
in Lucha
saying-
Underground.
Yeah, but I think
Mhm.
you're saying is something I've brought up before. There's something in the business that's just called a great support wrestler, and Luchasaurus is
Yes.
probably one of the best support wrestlers you can have.
Oh, yeah.
He'll make you seem like the main guy of the tag team, even though he's doing the brunt of the work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cass was like that.
And I think Jack being the face of that tag team is just perfect for that.
It's like,
And I felt it. I felt it last night again, and I was right back in it. I was right back with Jurassic Express. I was right back in it.
Yeah.
Jack Perry is a singles guy if you let him, and we've seen it. I mean, literally the scapegoat character was really great. it was so short now, looking back. Wow, what a short
Yeah.
period that was. But so was better than
Yeah.
New Baby. And I still talk about that. So
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
short and sweet
That's
can
fair.
be very good.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Now,
Just enough to give you what he's got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the
he can prove
countdown
that.
to extinction gets the finish. Jurassic Express get the win. And that is one of my favorite looking tag team finishers. I don't think I've ever brought that up.
Okay.
The countdown
No,
to
it's really
extinction.
good. Yeah, it's really good. Like how like it sets up, how it sets up with that.
Turn it over. Hit the power
Yeah.
bomb.
Yeah.
Doing like a flip and then to the bomb and then boom.
That's what I'm gonna do to Jeff one day.
That TK driver that they hit though on that shit was vicious, man.
Oh,
That hit on Jack.
on one of the Bucks.
No, Jack. I think they hit it on Jack.
Oh shit! Yeah.
And it just looked, I don't know why it looked extra the impact just looked extra hard to me. I don't know why, but it was just like, gosh, they're doing these moves and they just look good every single time. I can't stop praising the Bucks enough for what they do. It was just so good.
Mm-hmm.
After the match, the Jurassic Express offer the Bucks a hug and some cash, and the Don Callis family come in to jump them. The Bucks leave. Kenny Omega comes to save the day, and there was a moment though between the Bucks and Kenny where Kenny told them to go back and help, and they didn't. They had that look in their eye, like
They thought
"Damn, we're
about
pieces
it.
of shit."
They really
They
thought about it. So
wanted to.
there's a tease. There is a tease.
Oh, they've been getting teased. They've been teasing us all for the
Oh
past few
yeah.
weeks.
Oh
And
yeah.
I almost thought last night. They had me again last night. I said, "Okay, this is it." I was at work. I was gonna jump on the mic and just start talking about it to everybody in the crowd, but I thought they were gonna go, but they didn't. So I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I'm excited for it. We need that to happen. That's next for the Bucks. That's gotta be next. Is their redemption?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I remember
Bring it.
on Wednesday though, or last Wednesday when Kenny was teamed up with Jurassic Express facing against the Bucks. I was like, this is just too weird for me. I mean, from where we came, I get it. Storyline dictates who's on what team, but like this just feels weird, bro.
It did feel weird. It didn't feel right. It didn't feel right at all.
It does feel weird.
I mean, I still remember Kenny coughing the blood and like just so much of him being taken out so many times.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, all right. But I was like, hey, trust the process. Trust the process.
Okay. Tornado Trios match, and the winner is going to become the number one contenders for the Trios titles. I can definitely get with that. Demand versus Hurt Syndicate. It's the like rubber match out of all their many matches.
Oh yeah. This was good.
It started off crazy.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
even have a chance to catch up from the last match because they were just bam,
They hit the run-in button.
They hit that run in
right away.
I was really like about to like get turned up on the Her Syndicate theme music. Then the demand just came out, just like
Yes.
jumping him.
They saw the prompt for run-in. That
Like,
hit the
we
button.
heard people. What the?
And immediately just these big guys going at it, man. I was like, dang, this is good. Get it. And we're on the outside of the ring.
The Demand
Yeah.
looked dominant as hell early on in
Yes.
this match.
Oh yeah.
The early
were,
part of this
dude.
match, they were running it. They were making Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin look like they were just light work, which we know is not true.
I was never a big Gates of Agony fan. I just felt like they were kind of stale. And whatever Ricochet has done with them has been phenomenal. And now I am one of the biggest Gates of Agony fans. So this match was even better. Like where I was like, yes, they look dominant. They looked like they were hanging with Bobby and Shelton, and that's what you need to do when you want to make a presence like this. And
I think a lot of people would agree with you on that. And I mean, great point. They look great. And backstage,
awesome.
I think in the last year, backstage, you've heard a lot of people say like, "Oh, that's a tag team that we need to be putting over." So really good to see.
Shout out to Q and Jeff.
Yeah, no, right? They were always fans, man. They were always hyping them up.
Well, when you look like the tag team.
Yeah, right.
One of my favorite points in this match is when Shelton mid-match goes off on a hot streak, hot as a brick oven, starts suplexing people out the ring and shit.
Dude,
And then he hits the tope con hilo.
Okay, here's the thing with Shelton. This dude, he brought out the 06, 07 out of him when he went to the top rope.
I said the same
Crazy.
thing. I was like, "Oh, that's 2007 Shelton." But then I thought back to our conversation about Shelton in an episode that hasn't even come out yet. So spoiler, guys. I was like, "Man, Shelton's never missed though. He's not missed one. He's been that same caliber since then."
Since then, yes.
Yeah, since then, dude, he just became he just bigger, but he still do.
I could not tell you how
Do the shit.
old. I couldn't tell you how old Shelton Benjamin is with like showing you on paper. Look at this guy. He's 47 years old or however old he is.
I would love to know because I've been
Like
with that
crazy.
man since 2006.
Yeah.
Because just the
Since
athleticism that he's still able to do.
04. Since
Yeah.
04, man. Like, dude,
I just
we
didn't
watched
get
that man
to,
a long
to the hype
time.
yet. Let's find his age, bro. We gotta find his age now.
Dog, it's just crazy. He's
He
still
is
moving.
he is exactly 50 years old.
Crazy.
Crazy.
50.
Crazy. I mean, we
Dude.
talk about Armor King status where you're just stronger,
Yeah.
but still have the
Yeah.
athleticism. Like, oh my god,
Yes.
Shelton Benjamin in his 50s is crazy.
Honestly,
And don't
if they
don't forget Bobby too.
if they
Right?
wanted to run another like casino gauntlet ladder match, which I don't think they should ever make the casino into a ladder match again. I didn't like that way, and it felt like ripping Money in the Bank too much. But
Mm.
I just want to see Shelton in that match specifically, so we can see if he still does those Money in the Bank match things.
Running
Yeah.
up.
Oh, dude, I
Oh
need
my
to see.
gosh.
Dude, I need to see his, like, if they announce some type of ladder match at AEW, Shelton Benjamin got to be a part of it. Like, you
Yeah.
got to show these young wrestlers who the hell you
yeah.
are.
Hell
Weird
yeah.
short side note, whenever he got released initially, before we even knew the Hurt Syndicate wanted to be a thing and they were planning to come to AEW, I really wanted to see Shelton go back to New Japan for a little bit. I really wanted a Shelton
Oh,
Benjamin
man.
singles New Japan run. I felt like it would have been perfect at that time.
Shelton X Benjamin.
Yep, he could have been a champion for sure.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
could have been, dude. He got maximum potential. Like, he could have been like an IWGP Global or Intercontinental Champion,
Open
Or
weight.
Fuck it,
G-
you
or
put the world
G1.
title on him.
or put a G1 climax.
It's like
Yep.
Shelton Benjamin can be a world champion in a company if that company will so let it happen.
That's a good
Mhm.
point. That's a good point with some of these wrestlers that get released and they kind of were like, oh, where are they gonna go? Your options aren't only, go to one of the big leagues or go to the indies. You go to Japan, if you're in that era of your life, like Shelton could have been that where he could have gone and claimed a world title. He wasn't gonna start a faction, he wasn't gonna do an AJ Styles or Cody Rhodes type thing, but he definitely could have made a big impression.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to work on this graphic later on in editing, but we need to see Shelton Benjamin as a Bullet Club leader.
Oh my god! I mean, here's the thing. He was part of Suzuki Gun in Japan.
Okay.
Oh
He was part
yeah,
of, he was part
No,
of
you're
Suzuki
right.
Gun
Mike pulling
Yeah.
it out.
with Suzuki. Lance Archer was a part of it also.
Yes,
But
sir.
Dang,
Shout out to Lance
if
Archer.
he would have stayed in that group longer, man, they would have took over.
Monsters.
They would have took over, dude.
I love that
Like-
this turned into a whole Shelton Benjamin thing. Mind you, there's a trio
right in the
tornado
whole match.
match.
Yeah, and the
it's like,
tri- and the
dog, we
trios
praising
tornado
Sheldon
match.
so much, man.
I mean,
This
really,
episode is only about
I think
Shelton
he
Benjamin.
was the highlight of that match. I think for me because Bobby was, Bobby hit his strength that he hits and the spears and all that, but Shelton just showed out. Like Shelton was definitely the show out of that. Even Ricochet, I don't think even had that many standout spots in the match.
That's why Shelton's the guy. This is Shelton in the middle. No, this is Shelton in the middle.
Shelton in the middle.
We've changed the whole dynamic. It's just Shelton and Benjamin now. Bishop Khan sacrifices himself on behalf of Ricochet and gets hurt. Hurt Syndicate go over in this match.
That was interesting. That was interesting.
Yeah,
They ride or die for Ricochet.
Yeah,
Oh
like,
yeah,
that
they
was
took
a good
bullet. They took
layer.
a bullet for him.
Yeah, exactly.
really
He got
did.
ate up. You're gonna get eaten up by the Hurt Syndicate. Like that was an interesting layer where I said, okay, these guys are riding for Ricochet for sure. And I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see where they go from here. But I like that. I really did like that.
Yeah, that's really like, okay. I can't wait to see what's next for the Demand, the group itself,
Yeah.
because they really got
point.
something going
Yeah.
on.
Mm-hmm.
Good point. All right, what's next for us? TNT title match. With Mark Briscoe and Kyle Fletcher, they've only put on certified bangers. So,
Yep.
what
Yep,
did you
par
expect
five.
here?
Par 5.
I think their chemistry is just subtly like one of the best in AEW. With all the matches they've had, I felt like also that sets a very high bar. So I wasn't sitting here like, oh, this match has to be better than the last. And yet, those sons of bitches did it. They
Right?
found a way
No,
anyway.
they always they really ante up the matchup.
Past
There was
that
a
for me,
level of
brother.
violence in between each match that was just different, and this one was just grit, grime. You know, I mean, it's Mark Briscoe. He's gonna come at you, and he's not.
Grind.
You
It's
know,
grind.
like he's
Yep.
gonna come, and he's
The,
gonna hit you with
the,
everything.
the redneck kung fu.
And Fletcher proved again why he is the protostar, because
Yeah.
you know the violence
Yeah,
that he's
dude.
able to just inflict on you, his brain busters, his everything is just so good. And like you said,
Yeah,
the chemistry between them is so good.
yes, dude. They can
He's very
freaking go.
clean. When I think of Kyle Fletcher's wrestling right now, it's some of the cleanest. It's almost like
Yes.
he's been compared to him so often. This is the first time I'm gonna make it. It's like watching Randy Orton in 2002, 2003, like starting to figure out how all
Automatic.
of this
Oh
works.
yeah. 03, 04.
Kid's a world
Like 03.
champion. Kid's a world champion, dude.
Yeah. Dude, he's gonna get a world champion soon.
He just got to stay on the course, because I mean he's hitting all his moves, even though they're, you know, you're gonna hit something on the apron, and you're gonna, you know,
Yeah.
you're gonna hit your brain busters, or you're gonna do the spot with the stairs. It looks so good. It just looks so good, and he looks so good doing it that, yeah, once you put that into a bigger picture, into a bigger scene, it only
Mhm.
elevates him. And
Oh
Mark Briscoe
yeah.
is just a perfect guy, and you know, shout outs to
Yeah.
all these guys that are putting everybody over, but Mark Briscoe, hell of a match. You're not gonna get anything better. I
He
was
hit the
watching the
J
match.
Driller, almost won it.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh,
He
yes.
hit the J driller on the freaking apron.
Kyle Fletcher got the finger spot, the rope break with the finger.
Oh yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, the finger dog. That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Especially the kick out at one, like um when freaking Mark Briscoe getting low blowed.
Dude, Kyle had to pull out the Super Brain Buster Deluxe
Yep.
special to keep Mark Briscoe down on this
Yeah,
one.
and Chicken sold that really well.
Yeah. I was amazed at Mark Briscoe's also evolution to where he's at and where he's settled into his role in AEW. And
Yeah.
I liked it. Like, yeah, I don't need to see him winning. I don't need to see him winning. Like, he's one of those guys. I don't need to see a championship on him. I don't, but I enjoy watching him wrestle.
That's a very good point. I love that.
That's a
That's
good,
a perfect
point. That's a good point. But you got to win the title soon, though. Somehow.
Not everybody
Alright.
can win the title, Mike.
He had a great run as ROH World Champion too. I mean, there's a couple
did.
times I love him. There's a couple times I was like, no, I want Roddy to take the title off him. They still kept that title on Briscoe. They let him
Yeah.
have a run. So, I don't think that'll be his last title either, but that's neither here nor there. Kyle retains his title here. Brandon was pissed about it. I know.
Ooh.
Brandon was like,
Oh dang! Oh, okay. I gotta see. I see why. I see
Yeah.
why.
he
Protostar
texted
ain't
me.
losing. Protostar ain't losing anytime soon.
I was like, let me pull the message up. I have it right here in my. Thank God I have all my devices connected, because he and I were texting during the show. He said something along the lines of, "Let's see. I agree. I just wanted Mark to win because I hate Fletcher, and you know why.
Yeah.
And you know why. The beef will never end. The feud will
Oh
never end.
man,
It'd be like that sometimes.
it do be like that. The
battle for
fuse never
Sky
ended.
Blue. The battle for Sky Blue.
The battle for No, Brandon's gonna take the TNT title. He's gonna take the TNT title off of Fletcher.
Hey, Brandon's gonna be at San Antonio show, right?
Yeah.
We might have to
Yes,
hold him
Oh,
back. We might have to hold him back.
Shout out to
Oh,
him.
snap.
It will also be his birthday. So happy birthday
that's
to
gonna be
Brandon.
good. Yes.
He
Oh,
gets to see
yeah.
Bandito and Okada for his birthday.
Oh,
2K
yeah.
gave him a gift.
In
That is gonna be
person.
so
Oh,
good.
he's gonna have a ball.
Yeah,
Happy
I
early
think he's
birthday
down on
to
the
him.
floor too.
Man, happy early birthday to him, man.
Hell yeah. All right, AEW Women's Title. First time one-on-one, Statlander versus Storm. Just sounds cool when you say it like that.
Right?
Love the intros. Love the
Intros were
intros
dope.
from them.
Oh, for sure. This match needed to do two things. It needed to solidify Statlander as the champion and spotlight alongside every other women's match and how strong in depth this company's women's division is. Top down is
Oh yeah.
impeccable. And if you're gonna have a great women's division, then the top has to be spectacular. So
Prove
speaking of
that the
spectacular,
prestige.
Statlander's entrance, by the way, was amazing. And I miss that other theme. It's just too catchy for me not to miss.
Yeah.
But man, Chris Statlander and this whole new revamp of her old self, but being better, I just love it.
Yeah.
World
And
champion.
I didn't realize like during like the intro for Stat and stuff, Harley's Cameron's voice was voiceover and
You
stuff.
didn't notice right away? That was like the first
until like
thing I
the
noticed.
until like the end of it, I was like, wait a minute, who's that voice of? Oh,
That's Harley.
yeah, that's Harley.
Presented as a world champion. And that's how I felt when I saw Chris Statlander, and I'm so excited to see her.
Oh
It was
yeah,
really
World
cool.
too.
she gonna bring the belt to the show. She
I
got
know
to.
so many fans. They wanted Statlander as the champion for so long, and there's so many times they could have done that, and it might have not worked. They really did play a long, patient game with putting that title on her. And now look, like Biggie just said, dude, package. She feels like
Yes.
a champion, looks like a
Total
champion.
package for sure.
Yes, total package for sure.
I'm with every bit of it.
And I got to come back later on to give my synopsis at the end for the whole card, but solidified. Solidified is a key word for me that I was thinking about all night.
Pause point. This is your first pay-per-view episode, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like, we should have at least, hey guys, by the way, Lucha Biggie's first official day on the job.
First official day debuting, wrestling in the middle, Lucha Biggie, now
By the
part of the
way.
team. Yes, indeed, baby.
Definitely should have mentioned that. I guess it just slipped
Yeah,
my
I
mind
think-
again. We're all on 3 hours of sleep.
Oh
It's
yeah,
okay.
yeah, at least like 2 or 3 hours of sleep, and you got the freaking introducing.
You got the trial by
introducing-
fire introduction. You had
Like
to get the
It's
hardest
like I've
weekend.
always been here. I've always been here.
Yeah. So that completely threw me off. I was like, wait a second. Because what I noticed, you're like, well, I'll give my whole synopsis at the end. Yeah, we have something called Final Pay-Per-View Thoughts.
Gotcha.
So everybody's waiting on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Waiting for me to stop lollygagging and get there. Slower paced match from the start. Really just had to be more technical before it could get more pizzazzy the way these two women wrestle. It does get some excitement injected into it midway when we see Statlander give one of the best counters to the Storm Zero I've ever seen. Literally, she just stood up. She was planted her feet, but it was so cool.
Oh, it was. Oh my,
Yep.
it was good. I was like,
The
what?
visual.
That's all you had to
Yeah.
do. Just stand up.
So it's just stand up. Just get on, land on your feet.
Dude, these ladies give us a good one. And Statlander pushes Tony to her brink when she has to tell Stat Daddy to kill her already. Tony's
was
supposed to
like,
just kill me already.
So good.
Put me out of
Cinema.
my misery.
That's absolute cinema.
You know,
That's
every
all she
time I
does.
think that Tony's character could possibly, be reaching its end or getting stale or anything, like it just works every time with any other match.
Keep rolling it.
Yeah,
It
keep
just
going,
elevates.
keep going, keep going.
It's still RJ
this
City.
is getting over, like really, really over by the minute. It's just like it's just too good.
It's still just her and RJ City coming up with the creative for it is what's
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah.
Again, shout out to RJ City. Like he's really made the timeless character into something from his own merit. That's really
Like
cool.
he really is the backbone of the timeless character.
Yeah. he
What a
really
legacy.
is.
What a legacy.
And he's just really funny.
Mhm.
Great guy. RJ.
In this women's title match, I think Statlander looked solid all around in every aspect.
did.
That's one thing. we
Oh
did.
yeah.
Tony did a fantastic job getting Statlander over as a champion as well, but I don't think I really need to point that out. While Chris Statlander is still celebrating, Mercedes Moné makes her entrance and grabs a microphone, steals
With
the
the fly
spotlight.
house. The
Yeah.
frat house came out.
What was up with the frat? Okay,
That's your
I was
boys. Go
the
get your
frat house
boys.
came out, and why were they there? Why were they there?
Okay,
I missed that.
okay. So earlier in the tailgate, like the tailgate brawl, it
Yeah.
was Eddie Kingston and Hook versus the frat house.
Okay.
So it had a match. It was short. It was short as stuff. But I didn't realize. I didn't expect them to come out with Mercedes with all of the belts.
Well, she always has like boy
Belt
toys, like
boys.
in
Yeah,
an
the belt
adult
Oh,
boys.
boys,
capacity
yeah,
way.
yeah. But it's
She's
just with
had people
frat
do
house.
this. Yeah, they're
That's
the new, I guess, like eye candies.
I
That's
ain't
your
mad at
boys,
it.
yeah.
man.
I ain't
That's
mad at
like,
it. I ain't mad at it.
Hey man, that's our boys, the frat house, man.
it's like y'all the ones that party with them.
Yeah.
Let the record show I did not party with the frat house, so I'm squeaky clean. She congratulates Statlander and then requests she get the hell out of her ring, to which Chris obliges and leaves. I was like, what? You're going to kick the world champion out of the ring?
Well,
Ultimo
She's
Monet. Ultimo
see,
Monet.
still in her
Ultima
Selena
Monet,
outfit.
st-
Well,
the
bunch of
Selena,
Texas
yes,
Oh
boys here. We
yes.
got to
the
point out.
Selena outfit. Yeah,
Shout
okay.
outs.
She wore that in the CML event against Persephone.
The
That's what
night
I'm
before.
saying.
The night
Yep,
before.
Yeah,
the
that's
night
what I'm saying.
before.
Still in it.
Yeah, I was like, she rocking it. That's like the best gear so far right now.
Yeah. From this point, she calls out any other women's champion to go title for title. An interim ROH Women's TV champion, Mina Shirakawa, comes out. I was not saying Mina's not a big, like, awesome draw. Mina's great in the ring, but I think that was like kind of more predictable than I wanted. I was expecting like big
Yes.
shocker
Yes.
situation.
Yeah,
I don't know. What did everyone else expect? What, it was like any names?
I can't think of names that I wanted to come out, but I was
Yeah.
like a little underwhelmed with Mina Shirakawa. I was like, okay, well, this is cool, but I could see this on Dynamite.
yeah,
For the pay-per-view, I wanted something just a little more shocking, like you said.
yeah. I will say like it could have been somebody else, but Mina, like I don't really don't mind Mina. Like she's really good.
Yeah, the banger match. I'm like, we're still
Yeah.
gonna get a great match out of it. I wasn't like, oh, I didn't get like a giant pop from it.
Mm-hmm.
I've only seen a couple matches of her. Hold on, I gotta get the screen share for this. This is who I believed would be the challenger, the current New Japan Strong Women's champion.
Kamitani.
Oh,
She
Saya
Yes.
Kamitani.
I've heard her name. Yes, I've not watched many matches of her, but
Nah,
That's what I'm
you
saying.
know
I've only got
what?
to see a couple
You know
of her
what?
matches.
Oh
Like,
man, you know what? Oh, you know what? Who else? Dang it! I wish it could have been Saray.
Saray. No, everybody wanted
Saray.
Saray. Saray
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
yes, everybody wanted Saray. So that's
That
what
could've been
we
Yeah.
were all expecting. When I say names, I had a brain fart. Yeah, Saray was the one we were expecting for sure. So I don't know if she had
Yeah.
visa issues. She she missed her flight, something, but was really hoping to see her on that card.
Oh yeah.
now, given what we do have, this TBS ROH TV title match, while I like the point you made, you can see it on Dynamite, and it's gonna at least just be a good match. There is something really cool about this. No matter what happens, there's gonna be a cool outcome. So either Mina's gonna break a iconic TBS title run, the longest ever, or Mercedes Monet is gonna win an 11th championship and break Ultimo Dragon's record. So like,
Yeah.
even if the person coming out might have been underwhelming per se, the outcome has to be awesome.
Yes,
'Cause no
right?
matter
Yeah,
what,
it
big
is.
moment.
It has to be.
And in no way, shape, or form that I think Mercedes was losing
Yeah.
when Mina
And we
was
have
in.
this long running streak. I bring it up every pay per view. Mercedes just keeps putting on banger after banger after banger. It's just so many great matches that she's put on. This match had all the room in the world to fit that category.
Yep.
It slid right in, tear it up in the ring. And again, just have to keep making this point throughout this episode. Another show of the strength AEW's women's division has now. And there was a point years ago where we were not having that conversation.
No,
It was one of the
No.
worst. It's now one of the best, without a doubt.
definitely.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there was a time
It
where I
elevated.
think, NXT was like known for having the best women's division in
For
their
sure.
own right. And now
sure.
I think, and then AEW was kind of falling to the wayside. And now they've really, really just another keyword solidified it. Like these girls are here to play and they are a force and they all can just grapple and wrestle. And
Yeah,
it's
they
so
can
good.
definitely they can definitely go because the women's division has been elevated, and it's just that to the point where now we're definitely seeing like the grittiness from these women.
And the good flow of styles. We got our Japanese wrestlers, we got our American wrestlers, we got our luchadoras now, getting in the mix,
Yes.
CMLL. So
Yeah,
there is a good mix, and now they're all working together. So you're working different styles constantly, and that's what makes the division greater and greater because you're just going to get better and better with
Yeah.
each other.
yep,
So this
It's
is a
another
very
point I
exciting
made.
era.
It's very
yep,
diverse. It's a very diverse
Hmm.
division. So
yeah.
I'll
You
bring
get
that up in
different
a tweet later.
flavors. You get different flavors from different wrestlers in the women's division.
Yeah, I mean, in NXT, like Biggie said, has always had that. They still do to this day. But a couple of years ago, them and ROH were the only ones that had a women's division that felt that way.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Hmm.
both are what developmental. People say Ring of Honor isn't developmental to AEW, but let's be real, it's really developmental to AEW.
Right.
And so now here we are, a couple of years later, and yeah, we're talking about the big companies have a strong women's division. Wonder why?
Yeah.
Yep.
I wonder why.
I mean, you got Athena holding it down in Ring of Honor, and she is just the
Always.
queen of like
Queen.
bringing
Never
these
not.
other girls up, like bringing these other
Yeah.
ladies up. So, that's strong. And like I said, just when you're wrestling different styles, when you're in Mexico the night before wrestling Persephone, you're not gonna have a bad match the next night with Mina
No.
Shirakawa. Like it's just impossible because you're just working and you're working, and that's
Yeah.
It's a
Ultimo.
it's the workhorse. It's
Ultimo
definitely the
Monet.
workhorse.
Ultimo Monet,
Yeah.
like definitely
Ultimo
workhorse.
Monet.
Yes,
Ultimo
like
Monet. That's like
yes.
she's in her like it's not really the belt collector era. This is the Ultimo era for
Yeah, I
Mercedes.
mean, she had the record. She gets that backslide pin with the help from the rope, but we won't talk about it if we don't want to.
Ain't
Wins the
gonna
11th title, and now, I mean, no one has. That's the highest belt record of all time. It's just
yeah.
crazy and
It
surreal to
really
say out
is.
loud.
Okay, I gotta bring this up. I've been seeing some discourse online about
Okay,
the Owen
listen.
belt not being actually that it being a more of a trophy than anything. That should it count? Should it not
Yeah,
count?
I think about
So
that too. I think
Yeah.
about
I
this
don't know how
thing.
I feel about that, but I just feel that whatever she's doing, I don't care. Like I don't
Yeah,
care. Let's call her Ultima Monet. Let's call her 11 Belts Monet. Whatever. Like I just like the story that's going on with it. So
yeah. I
Yeah.
kind of
Like
agree with them to his T because
I
I
do,
mean, from the
right?
time they
Yeah.
started this title right here, I've been like, defend this every year. Every time the Owen comes around, the champion defends. It needs to be like that. And I felt that way with like several titles like that, specialty titles like the Crown Jewel Championship over
Yes.
in WWE. Like,
hmm
defend that or something. I've always felt that way, but despite that, that's not how it is, and it's not technically a championship she defends. Regardless, here's what's going to make that go away. She's just going to go win another one anyway.
yeah.
Regardless, she's just going to win another
It's
one.
this it's
Solidified all the way.
Mercedes. It's Mercedes. Whatever title belt
Mercedes.
she wants to get and stuff, she has her eyes on, she's gonna get it.
Well, I'll go ahead and jump into something that wasn't a note until later. The next one she's looking at is the AEW Women's title at Full Gear.
That's it. She's after
Laid
it.
Yeah.
it out. Laid it out
Yeah,
there.
we already the plan is laid out and stuff because Stat came back out after the match.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Spoiled a very short emotional celebration, I would say, but it's returning the favor. Makes
Yeah.
sense why she got out of the ring so quick earlier. I was like, damn, I just
Like,
don't walk.
I
like,
don't
like,
know.
Stat, she ain't gonna let that slide. She
I was
really
like,
gonna let that
damn.
slide.
Okay. Well, next
I don't
thing
know
we
where
got
I
on
want her
our
to go from that though.
oh, the next
Yeah.
thing we have on our list is the AEW tag titles, and there's two things to keep in mind here. One, Prodito is mad over, and Takeshita and
Crazy.
Okada are barely even colleagues or associates. They're not fond of each other at all right now, which actually led me to believe that that super cool tag team was going to be winning the tag titles together. It just seemed like one of those situations where, like, yeah, they might hate each other, but they're about to do this work.
That was some
Yeah.
like
That was because I would feel like if they win the tag titles, dude, that was just like, dog, they're holding single belts and tag belts.
Who
That's
does
in a
like
stranglehold. In a stranglehold.
in the
Yeah, like
stranglehold. Yeah, I was
yeah.
like,
That's a super team, and on any planet, that is a
that's
super
gods.
team.
That's like
Yes,
that is like, dude, this is the OP team.
yeah, legit. And shout out to Bandito,
always.
separating his shoulder. I don't know, a week ago or two ago, and then
Yeah,
still putting on
against
bangers.
Cesaro.
Yeah, and still putting on bangers, and still like staying busy and staying working. So I
When you're
couldn't
the
believe.
wrestler of the
Man, the
year,
host wrestler of the
Yeah,
year, man.
man,
The hustle was.
I cannot deny that, man. That I
nobody
couldn't
should at
believe
this
it.
point.
You
It's
can't
my
take that
vote.
away from him. You can't take that away
Mm-mm.
from him because Bandito came back from like a 2-year injury.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
and
he has been on fire since.
I had just started
Hmm.
getting into him right before that injury, just like a couple months before he got hurt. I was like, "Yo, this Bandito guy is cool." And yeah. Anyway, that's besides the point. Why do I get into this match? Besides Bandito's high spots, this, to no surprise, harder hitting, methodical from every competitor. It's a it's one of those matches where it's like this probably could have been happening at Wrestle Kingdom in the mid card and it would have made sense.
Yeah.
Momentary disagreement
Hmm.
between Takeshita and Okada comes when Takeshita thinks Okada is flipping him off, which I kind of feel like he was.
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
was laughing, especially when he was mocking like the Macarena, doing a Macarena with the
Yeah.
with the flipping it off.
The one thing before getting like any close to results or the finish of this match, I want to talk about the sequence, and all I have to say is that sentence for people to know what I mean. The 30-second sequence where those men in that match just went bananas.
Back.
My
Oh, they were going.
goodness.
All four of them were going off. The transitions of their moves. Um,
That was
Like it was
insane.
just so it was just so much going on. It was really quick.
It was really seen for me, Okada in his Okada-ness. Like I was like, this is the
Yes.
Okada I've been missing, or he was forced to go because he's like in there with animals, and he was forced to show off why he is Okada. Like that really, I was like, dang, there was a spot, the high knee. It was a high knee with Okada's drop kick, and it just looked so pretty with Konosuke and
That
Oh yeah, that
that
knee and
was insane.
knee and a drop kick combination right there.
yeah, I was like,
Whoa, that was
wow, that popped me.
sick.
That popped me. That was just nice. I like beautiful things like that.
You
And then
know
of
what's
course,
going down.
Oh yeah.
Takeshita sets up to finish it, and Okada tags himself in. Doesn't go well for him. More badass match happens, and I mean, like this match doubled down on being
yes,
exciting for a while. To the later portion, it
Yes.
said, "Oh, I'm gonna triple down."
It set the
It's
bar really high.
it gets crazy. Okada accidentally lays Takeshita out with a Rainmaker, which makes him smile. Actually,
oh,
I
he was
love
smiling
this
Oh
so
yeah,
segment.
hard.
Yeah,
Okada was definitely smiling.
he's a menace. Okada's a menace, man. Fight to the very end.
Oopsie.
Bandito hits a 21 one arm plex, a 21 arm plexus.
A one arm
Excalibur
21
beautifully called
flex.
it.
Dude.
Yes.
A
Uh,
1 arm 21 plex. The separated shoulder. This man is
not
not
only
human.
not only do Brodito retain the tag titles, which again, mad over, it's a great direction, but Brodito pinned Okada, and that's something that when anybody pins Okada, I make note of it because he is that dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okada is that
Bandito
dude.
is really that dude, man. Like you can't take that away from
Yeah.
him because like, dude, he's 2 belts Bandito. This man has bangers after bangers. Like from Mexico. He AEW, ROH, like
Yeah, I'm honored to have been in the money seat ringside at Supercard, which again, Takeshita Bandito might have been the match of the year as we get
that that
approached the
was
latter part of the
that
year.
was Matt dude in
That
person.
was
Seeing that, man, that
fantastic.
was just incredible.
Hey, all
Yeah.
three of us were there. That's awesome. That's good.
Yep,
I
And
like
all
we'll,
that.
3 of us.
Oh
I
yeah.
will say this: if that match does legitimately win match of the year, which it should, if you're gonna vote match of the year, vote that match. That gives me this rare trophy of being a person that has seen consecutively the 2 matches of the year live. Because I was at Danielson
Wow.
Ospreay last year, which
That's right.
again, controversial take, not the match of the year. The match of the year and the best match from 2024 was the 5-on-5 steel cage match from New Beginning, New Japan, New Beginning right in
Oh,
January.
Okay.
Bullet Club,
oh
United
yeah,
Empire, you can't beat it, and I will never shut up about it until that is justified. Till that problem is rectified, I will not shut up about that.
yeah.
Danielson Ospreay is great, but that match, that's a top 5 for me.
Drink it in, man.
All right, I already talked about. Oh no, this is a whole separate note. Catch up with Tony Storm backstage, and she's joined by Mina. They lost everything, but they still have each other. They console each other. And why I'm bringing it up at all, it leads me to believe that they're going after the women's tag titles.
Oh, it has to be.
Yeah, that's
and
oh
it's
yeah,
the
definitely.
perfect.
That's leading. It's leading to the tag team. It's leading to the tag team because they're gonna have a bracket reveal on Dynamite.
Yeah.
Oh, live. We're going to be there live.
This is a perfect transition for Tony to step down from the main,
Yeah.
Like the
from
world
main
title picture.
from the world title picture, and still remain relevant because her and Mina are going to be a force in the tag team division.
Yeah.
Just as characters,
Mm,
just the matches that they're going to have. I'm excited to see the bracket, but yeah, this is a perfect transition for Tony to give the highlight to the rest of the girls that are going to be stepping up, which Chris and Mercedes going to be going for after the belt again. So we'll see, but perfect,
Yeah, they were really
perfect,
smart
perfect,
about
perfect
it.
place. Yes, perfect
Oh, yeah.
place.
Everything about when we were talking about her reign as it was happening, everything was being handled perfectly. And that I said at that point in time, I remember whenever she does drop the belt, I know it's going to be handed perfectly. It happened. Here we are.
Mm-hmm.
All right, where we're at now, AEW World Title match, and I'm surprised they put the World Title match second to last and made the I Quit match the main event. Which that just kind of like, as a fan, led me to speculate something even more special was going to have to happen in the I Quit match, or a surprise that would be massive of some sort. So
Yep.
table that for
Uh-huh.
later. Big fight feel introductions make it still feel main event level though. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
With this match, it definitely has like a big boss fight level feeling to it already.
Definitely.
Which I mean, that's
Yeah.
kind of just like Joe's MO, no matter who he's facing.
Anytime, right? Joe is a monster.
Anytime,
He's
yeah,
always going to be
dude.
the
Joe's that guy.
monster, and he's always going to be, especially now at this level. It's like, how are you going to pin this guy? So
And the way
Yeah.
Joe plays his mental game, the way he does, and Hangman matches Samoa Joe's physicality, it follows through on that feeling.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It's a nice little seasoning
Joe's
on
a
that.
Joe's a demon, man. You got to find a way to
Yep.
like take him out.
Yeah. Hangman is the first person I can remember countering Joe's walk-off counter. That's something I sent out as a tweet as well.
First time I seen that, yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, all
Have you ever
right,
seen someone counter
Yeah,
that
he
counter?
really. Yeah, the nope spot.
He said,
Which is
"Oh, you're
good.
not gonna get me."
Like,
which only a world champion can do, right? These are the only things that we're going to allow a world champion to do on the
Yeah.
card.
Yep.
Like,
Fair enough. Yes.
yeah.
I got scared during one spot when Hangman hit the sunset flip power bomb and his legs like
Oh,
flopped
yeah.
completely. I was like, oh no. I like had flashbacks
Oh, yeah,
from
yeah,
Rollins in
yeah.
2015. It's like Seth Rollins 15 flashbacks. Oh no.
mm-hmm. Oh
But he
shoot,
got
yeah.
up. He was running around, looked all right. I was like, okay, think
Got up, physical match,
Oof.
back and
Yeah.
forth, wore each other out. I think this was really a war of attrition when we talk
Yeah.
about a match, and it's like, how are you gonna? You gotta outlast Samoa Joe. You gotta beat him down and beat him down and beat him down, and not many people can do that. Not many people can do that where they're gonna beat him down. So this was a very
It's-
big test for Hangman.
It's really like really hard hitting and stiff.
Mm-hmm.
Just from both of those guys.
Especially when he can just snatch you up. You know what I mean? And
snatch you up.
He can
Yep.
just snatch you up, put you to sleep, and you're done. Like he
Yeah,
can,
that's-
pick
that's-
you up. He can hit you with a muscle buster, and you're done. Like that's
Yeah.
a very dangerous man. And it's a very big test for Hangman.
Hangman has to unleash every buck and buckshot he has to
How many
keep
buck-
him down.
How many buckshot Larry? It was like
But he does that. He does it. He retains the AEW World Title, and it was a good match.
And
Certainly
a
glad it
clean
wasn't
pin.
a closer either. That definitely wasn't a closer.
wasn't a
Yeah.
closer, but some happened after the match, man.
AEW is just very specific about they've been good in kind of keeping the idea of your world title is your main event. It just seems like a tradition that a lot of fans like to stick to. But there's times like this where a match is kind of more important than what the world title picture is, and the world title match will be good, but that means something else going to be better coming afterwards.
I mean,
Oh shoot, dude.
Yeah,
That's something that really something I never expected.
yeah.
yeah,
Well, here's
definitely the end could not have happened on this match, right?
Yeah.
Even with the ops coming out at the end, like that could not have been the end to Wrestledream for sure. That was not the end.
Yeah,
No.
that's what I was about to
No.
lead into before we moved on anywhere. I was going to say Joe and the Ops show Hangman respect and congratulations on the win and raise his arm. Then the Ops jump Hangman, and that's something that I did not see coming.
Yeah. Cause I thought like Joe would just like okay, hit him with a clothesline and stuff, and I thought Hobbs and Shibata would just kind of look at Joe. It's like, "Joe, what are you doing?" No, they went straight into it, jumped on Hangman, which like, whoa, that was like a flip that was like never thought to be switched. That we're gonna see like heel Hobbs and heel Shibata.
That's what I was
Shibata
gonna
is
say.
heel.
That was a surprise for me, but for me, on the contrary, I was happy because the Ops is a heel name. You are the Ops.
It really
you are
is.
the Ops, and Joe is a villain. Joe is a freaking heel, baby.
I always liked him
No,
better
the
as a bad
demon.
guy.
Like I'll tell you right now, Joe being heel again is like, yo, demon home, demon home. We're seeing the real
right
Joe
at home. Yes,
Yeah.
and that's what I wanted. I don't like all this, like, oh, Joe being friendly with people and looking after Hook and all this. And
I want the Samoa Joe
cute.
that tried to take AJ Styles' family. That's the Samoa Joe I
Wendy.
want.
Oh, Wendy. Oh man.
And if he's
I need his
passing
Joe.
off,
I need his Joe, man. Now the Ops are being healed now with Dynamite, Hurt Syndicate versus the Ops.
Yeah, that's kind
this-
of why it needed to happen and why it makes sense. Is because you're going up against the Hurt Syndicate, mad over.
Oh God, we're gonna see for the first time Hobbs interacting with the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah,
that's gonna be the first time.
Yeah,
I don't even know who I'm gonna be rooting for. That's
a hard one. That's really a hard one though.
I think I don't think I can go against Samoa Joe. I don't think I am capable of rooting against Samoa Joe. So that is
the same for me, but with Shibata, and I certainly didn't see a heel
Shibata as a heel, man.
I'm all the way down for it,
dude. That's some like, dang, how it's gonna work, but it's the Ops. They're gonna catch you lacking.
And
I woke up this
Joe
morning
is
thinking about Shibata.
Passing off this to, like, let's say Hobbs, where he's passing off all this knowledge and, hey, this is how you're going to be a heel, and now we're really going to turn it on, because Hobbs was part of Taz's
Team Taz.
Taz, right?
He was part of Team Taz.
He had that heel, aspect going on, but it's not like being a heel with Joe next to you and teaching you how to be a heel. Like, this is going to be some bloodlust heel type work, and I'm excited for this. So Hurt Syndicate, they're in between right now. I think face and heel, but I think they're moving more towards, I guess, being faces.
Yeah, they wanted to make
just badass. That's the
fans.
Yeah, they're just badass.
They're just badass. It's just hard to boo. It's hard to boo them.
I had legitimately got anxious butterflies in my gut as this next match finally started approaching. I think Darby Allin versus Jon Moxley is month to month become one of my favorite rivalries of all time. And I know with Darby going in 0-5 and having this much momentum, I expected him to go over hard at this pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I can't say it enough. This rivalry had all the fuel in the world to just burn this to the ground.
Yep.
Oh yeah, dude. I felt like throughout like the rivalries of like wrestling in general, how rivalries become like really so much violent and stuff. It just felt like it's just really intense, and you quickly get invested into it.
Yeah,
you quickly get invested into it because you have like throughout like as a kid, like remember the rivalries between Undertaker and Mankind, how violent that was.
Yeah,
that like the boiler room.
We
thought was boiler room brawl.
Oh man, take me back.
Yeah,
take me back to 96, 97. Come on.
Darby lays the AEW flag in the center of the ring. Moxley wipes his shoes on it.
Oh.
Then Darby starts out this match hot and fast, like we like it.
As he should, yep.
As he should.
The way we like it. And the first bit of blood comes from Darby as he spills it out of his mouth.
Oh, getting kicked with the ropes was awesome. I loved that. Yes, I love that.
Kicked with the ropes and stuff.
Anybody that knows anything about how a ring is set up, that ear spot was scary, and I jumped out my seat.
No,
he could have lost his ear.
No, man,
he could have.
What happens after when they pull out the skewers?
I'm still cringing. My body is still crawling thinking about it
right
this morning.
That man's fingernail.
It felt so. Oh, it felt so cringe just to
I can
see
I
it.
feel
just
it
wanna
right
say
now. I can feel
this-
it in my blood right now.
This territory right here is forbidden. This is a forbidden zone. We will not.
Oh, God.
I say this a lot too. There's one thing though. There's one spot in hardcore wrestling, and I've watched a lot of hardcore wrestling, but there's one spot I can never watch and I can never take, and that is the paper cut to the valley of the finger. That is the number one worst thing in wrestling.
Ah,
But this is a close
God.
second. This is a close second.
I think the
It
nail.
just
I
felt-
think the skewer in the nail bed is gonna do it for me.
I thought
This is-
like the
this is-
beat at first, I thought the score was just like, okay, he's gonna stab it to the head, but I didn't expect it like to put it in the fingernail.
Yeah, like
That
when he
was-
pulled it out, I was like, is he gonna just? I thought he was just gonna stab him in the hand. I didn't know what he was doing, and then when he pulled it in the fingernail, and I said, "Oh hell no!"
No, it just turned to where like, okay, it's an I quit match to
I
how
wanted to
much
quit.
pain-
I wanted
like, how
to quit
much-
right there.
Yeah, it went from how much pain is Darby is gonna be afflicted by Mox.
And that was early in the match. That was early in the match.
Yeah, like 5 minutes in.
Yeah, I'm like, no, what is happening? And then they still went to the outside of the ring, and he had it in his hand still, and I was cringing. I'm still cringing from it. I'm still cringing from it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That was like one of the cringiest spots right there.
From early on in, man, Moxley pushes Darby, controls the match, and it leaves a lot of room for an epic momentum shift. Darby's first
Yeah.
response to being asked if he quits is no.
Yep.
Yep.
Midway through this great match, my pay-per-view feed got cut just right around that time. Entire pay-per-view feed on Amazon just
What?
cut during the main event. It again, knowing how much I was looking forward to this, you could imagine how upset I was during that.
I bet.
Oh,
So
dang.
the way the next synopsis worked for me was I had Brandon and Lucha tell me when the pay-per-view was over so I could go watch it back on 123 Wrestling, which I hadn't shouted that side out in a long ass time. But here we are again,
Hey, big ups to them, man.
coming in clutch when you
Yeah.
absolutely need them. We find out what was in the bag when Darby had brought with him during his entrance. I didn't even get to point that out. He brought a suspicious bag like normal. It was lighter fluid and chemical spray.
Yep.
Yep.
was what you
Burn
needed.
him.
I was like, Moxley searches the bag and he finds a taser as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the taser.
Yes.
The taser part.
Darby gets tased. Yeah. We're on some
Yeah.
New Jack level stuff, and I'm sorry to bring up New Jack today.
Damn.
I mean, the
Damn.
spray was necessary. I thought that was perfect. That's the only
Yeah.
way you're gonna, fend off the rest of the Death Riders. Hey, spray him in the eyes. Get him,
Yeah,
get him
spray, it's
away.
like spray him in the eyes and stuff.
Even though he could not stop Claudio from picking his ass
No.
up.
Oh my God, that spot
Moxley
with Claudio
signals
through.
Claudio.
Dude,
Jesus.
Claudio, okay, where the two tails was set up, like on one side, but then
I
he
think
threw
Claudio
Claudio
wanted
threw
him to
Darby
go.
out of to the announcer table.
That was a
I
10
think
foot.
Moxley was
That's a
signaling
10 to
for
15 foot
Claudio
gap.
to send him that way, but Claudio said, no, I'm going that way.
And I don't know
Yeah, I
how
was
he's
like-
getting better at launching people, but God, that was the best launch that I'd ever seen him toss somebody outside. It was crazy.
It's
And
between
Darby,
it's
oh my
between
God.
that one. It's between that one and Obafemi tossing Javon.
That was
Evans.
yeah. And it's easy when you're strong as a freaking ox and you're tossing these little guys around, quote unquote.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
jeez, man, jeez, I
He
just looked
sends
so
them. Oh, my
violent.
good
It looked
Lord.
the
Then they
impact
go
was
and
crazy.
grab Darby immediately, and Mox gives Darby a Death Rider through those tables that initially
Yes.
is
Yeah.
through.
Holy.
Moxley pleads with Darby to quit and tells the ref to just call it because Darby isn't in his right mind, which I kind of can agree with that. Like, there should be a level in I Quit match where you just assume the guy needs to quit for his own well-being.
Yeah, Mox was just straight up like
Crowd starts
going-
chanting, "You can't kill him."
Yeah.
they were chanting, "This is murder."
They did that too. There's several chants. Claudio
Oh,
and
like-
Pac bring a tank and water jugs in the ring, and Mike, I thought we were about to see a Piranha Death Match callback.
Dude,
I didn't
that was
know
I was
what was
about
going
when I
on.
saw that. I was like, okay, yeah. When I told you about that, I was like, are they bringing out? I saw the aquarium. I saw the water. I was like, are they bringing out piranhas?
They bring out
Please don't.
piranhas. We on.
I was like, oh no, oh god.
I've
I didn't-
seen I've seen some hardcore shit this past week. I won't even get into the independent wrestling stuff
man,
I
dude,
saw.
man, we saw a lot. We saw some
But
hardcore shit.
if we saw piranhas, it was gonna be that was the cap for me.
I was like, oh yeah, we gotta sign off.
Thank God
That's
it
too much.
wasn't. They were
Y'all
just
are crazy.
attempting to drown Darby Allin.
Yeah, okay, just attempting to drown him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just in
They're
general,
just-
I'm
They
like,
didn't bring out the
just to drown
flesh
him?
eating.
Like,
They didn't bring out the flesh eating fish, but it's okay. They just
Yeah.
attempted to drown him. That
I
was
mean,
wild.
Moxley pleaded with him, "Don't make me do this.
they're like, don't make me do
me."
it. I care about you.
Like, come on. I don't
And-
want to drown you to death.
And
Oh my
knowing the dedication that these men have, I just knew that the drowning spot was just gonna look sick. Like
It
just
was. It
and
did.
it was.
It really was.
did,
It felt like, man, they're like,
like
Darby's about to die on this.
yeah, how can you push it? How far can you push it? Because yeah. But even if he drowned, even if he like passed out, he didn't quit. So it's like, how are you gonna make him quit? You're not gonna make him quit by giving him air.
Yeah,
Quit by
like,
giving him
nah.
air. Yeah, you got to bring him up so he can quit, and he's not.
His heart's got to quit. His lungs
Yeah.
and heart are just going to have to quit for Darby to lose this match, was the synopsis.
Yeah, it's Darby. Yeah, that's like the only way.
He's getting drowned. We're getting close. The lights go out, and we see the return of Sting, who comes in bat swinging, smashing Death Riders and glass aquariums alike.
Old man Sting.
Old man Sting. I met Sting looking just like that too. It was crazy. He was dressed in the same gear when I met him.
Yep.
It was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then he tosses the bat to Darby and carries out Marina Shafir. Darby beats Mox with the bat, chokes him with the flag. Coffin drops onto him, then puts him in the Scorpion Deathlock and makes Moxley quit. So Darby goes over.
A little surprising on the finish.
Yeah, that's the next question. A lot
Yeah.
of people felt underwhelmed by this, so I was
I
curious. to hear.
I did too. I feel like there was a lot of damage done to Darby. The only thing that I could think of was like, okay, he got hit with a bat. I'm like, all right, Mox got hit with a bat pretty hard. Like Darby was laying into him, and if you get hit in your knee with a bat and you get me in a Scorpion Death, like I'm probably gonna quit too. Like I'm probably gonna be hurt. So that's why I had to justify that. But I really needed to hear Mox quit. Like I needed to. I quit.
Here,
there was
the mic.
I needed
Like,
that
yeah,
audible.
they should have gave him. They should have gave the rep like the mic. Like you need to quit. You need to quit. I quit.
I quit. Like I needed to hear that, and I didn't. So it kind of just it softened it for me, and then it happened kind of sudden.
Right.
I don't know. And then we went to blackout, and then we went to blackout kind of quick. So it was kind of just like all sudden at the end, but it needed to happen. And a little part of me was thinking if this was the actual main event for All in Texas.
Right. Now, one thing I want to point out that I wasn't going to point out before, but let me just say and let the record show, if Lucha Big E was to get put in the Scorpion Deathlock, he would not tap out. He would just take his leg off and beat the out of somebody.
That's very true.
Right.
You're not going to hit him in the knee and make him fall. Like, how are you going to hit me in the knee?
Hell yeah.
Just want to say. No, here's where the real problem is. While, again, I still put this rivalry over as one of my favorites, and there's so much to it that was well done in the build up to this. The finish doesn't bother me because it doesn't need to. Where the problem is that this wasn't the match that needed to end the rivalry. Obviously, that coffin match was magic, and I playing Universe and GM mode enough. No, you should end a rivalry with a coffin match and bury him for good. So if you would have swapped these, had an I Quit match, find a way to find Darby quitting emotionally. I know it sucks to think Darby could quit, but find a way emotionally to break that man and then bury the out of John Moxley at WrestleDream. If they had switched that, we would be having a whole different conversation.
Yeah, that would have made more. That would really make more sense too.
People need to let me cook, man. I swear.
The rivalry is pretty good.
Me is when Sting came out, actually.
Yeah.
Because I said that's the only way that we're gonna get Darby to quit, right? Is if they attack Sting and then they start drowning Sting, or I don't know, right? They do something to Sting where he's gonna say, "Okay, I quit," and I didn't want that spot to happen, so I'm glad it didn't. But yeah, I think that's a good thing. If they would have had the coffin match to end the rivalry, would have been good. Is this the end of the rivalry? Where does Mox go from here? I feel like his aura. I feel like his aura has already been getting dropped every week. So I don't know. Is he injured? Is he gonna be out for a
I
I don't
bit?
mean,
know.
whether
I
it's
don't
real or
think.
not, I don't know. I don't think he's really injured, or
No,
he
he's
could
not.
like
Nah,
pretend
he's
to be.
not
But
injured.
with John Moxley and his role going forward, I look at his role currently, and I guess that's why a lot of people got sour to these last 9-10 months of John Moxley, because we see John Moxley as a big animal. I mean, he's my favorite wrestler. I can talk about him transparently. I know the role he's played in the last 10 months has been just a supportive role of trying to get the future of this company to be seen as the future of this company. Darby
Yeah.
Allin is a world champion that's never
Yep.
been a world champion. And so now he's done his job, and he's done it well. He's put his body through a
Mm-hmm.
lot in the process. I
Yeah.
designate that man to take some time off.
I respect
Yeah. He
that,
needs.
but you are the leader of a faction, and you are the leader of the Death Riders, and
Mm.
we have Pac, and we have
It's
Yuta, and we have Claudio. Where does that leave
Claudio,
them? And Mina. I mean Mina.
Marina.
Marina, and we
Yeah.
have Marina. So where does that leave them if you just step to the side? Like you can't abandon your team. You can't
Karrion
abandon your
Cross comes
family.
in. That's when
Yeah.
Karrion Cross comes in to
Karrion
lead
Cross
this
comes
Karrion
in. Ooh,
Cross.
Killer
and leads the
Cross.
Death Riders. Killer Cross will be the
Oh.
leader of the Death Riders.
Oh
Wow.
God.
Drop it.
I had
TikTok,
to.
Damn,
baby.
you're gonna drop
TikTok,
that.
baby.
Should have worn the
Damn, you're gonna
cross shirt for
drop
this
that.
episode. A lot of people thought he was going to show up at this pay per view, but I didn't think it was time just yet.
No,
Myself.
Well,
he's
don't
still making
forget
his name
Gabe
out
Kidd.
there.
They're waiting for Gabe Kidd
We
to
forget
come
Gabe
back.
Kidd's part of the Death Riders sometimes.
That's
They've been
true.
That's that's what we wanted. That's what they wanted.
I'm down with Marina Shafir running it, but that's besides the point. All right.
Where's
I'm going to get into my final pay per view thoughts, and they're a little bit longer than normal. And then, like
Go ahead.
always, after I'm done, I'm going to pass them over to you guys for yours. So, final pay per view thoughts. Everybody knows I have them. I felt like when I saw this card on paper, I didn't have a super high expectation, just a normal like AEW standard expectation. And with that, creates a lot of room to over deliver, which in a few areas I can remember nothing but that. It just continued to over deliver for match by match case. And the tag team matches especially did that. Now, this is a rare note for me, of course, because I'm not particular to liking tag team wrestling too much, but tag team wrestling was really cool at Wrestledream. I had noticed the women's division all together came to show out, and that's something I showed some tweets too. Women of AEW were on fire. Women's division all around unmatched, diverse, substantially filled in depth. Like I could go on and on about how good it's looking. Now, with all that said, I think the pay per view as a whole to me felt like as good as it was match to match. I couldn't find myself rating it high as I usually rate pay per views from AEW, which is 4 to 5 stars. I felt like, why do I feel like this is 3.5 stars when match for match it's not? It was weird, but when I kept looking back over all that had happened, it wouldn't make sense to rate it any less than 4 stars because like each match is 4 stars. It has to be 4 stars if every match is 4 stars at least. So 4 stars for sure. Maybe my vibe was off that night because of Amazon, which to end this, to credit Amazon, they did refund me in full for my pay-per-view. And so all in all, not too bad getting that L and having my feed cut, finished the pay-per-view, got my money back.
Hey,
Hey,
shout out to Amazon. We'll forgive you this time, but don't
We'll
let it
forget-
happen again. Don't let it happen again.
I might just
don't
take
you-
my money back and not return it. Anyway, what do y'all think? Final pay-per-view thoughts.
Go for it, Mike.
So my final thoughts for the pay-per-view. I mean, it kicked off a really like a start that I never thought that was gonna be like having a match from the pre-show transition to the main card because it was like overtime and it was really good. They executed, and the women's division is definitely is really riding high right now with like with the women's matches and stuff, and I definitely love like I'm really looking forward to like what the women's tag team division is going to take off. um as far as with the tag team wrestling, like Bro Dito, hands down banger stuff with Okada and Big Take. The I Quit match, being the main event, like Despite with the underwhelming finish, it was really good from start to finish. I would say I would get this solid pay-per-view. I would get this pay-per-view a solid 4.
All right.
Nothing but bangers.
Nothing but bangers.
I want to hear the new guy's take. It's like new guy gets to take us home.
All
Yeah.
right.
Go ahead, Biggie.
Going into Wrestledream, going into AEW, they track record with Tony Khan booking pay-per-views is just, I mean, come on, Booker of the Year for pay-per-views. I gotta think everything's been a banger. So I went in with expectations of just gonna be a good show. There's gonna be a great show. The theme of the night for me was solidified. That's the word, solidified. No title changes, right? No title changes. So we solidified our champions as what they're capable of in high stakes matches, dangerous matches. We got the opener with Tekla and Jamie Hayter, solidified Jamie Hayter as the powerhouse and where she stands in the division. Every champion faced adversity or a grudge or, proving in every match why they are the champion and why they deserve to be there. When there was, sometimes online where it's like, oh, is Hangman, he's kind of like fall into the background a little bit, right? But you go out there and you fight a monster like Joe and you pin him clean and you pin his shoulders to the mat. 3 buckshot Lariats, do what it takes. You are our world champion. Solidifies Darby Allin as the face and future of the company. I think his world title reign is coming soon. So that whole card for me, I think the highlight for me was Brodito and Takeshita and Okada. That match was the match of the night for me. Solid 4 stars as well. I woke up this morning and I rated it in my head. It was a solid 4 stars all around. AEW pay-per-views do not fail. And this was another solid pay-per-view that set up a lot of storylines, set up the future, and really solidified the champions where they need to be. Kyle Fletcher as a star and as a champion. Just perfect. It was a good solid show. I don't have anything bad to say about this pay-per-view.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to tack onto that, first of all, somebody did lose their title at Wrestledream. Mina Shirakawa lost the ROH interim.
Okay, it was an interim.
Regardless, she was very sad about it.
Very true. She was
very sad about it. No, I can't agree more. And the next pay-per-view we got is Full Gear. That's why I switched and put this hat on. Full Gear will be our next AEW.
Oh, yeah.
Be interesting to see the build we get towards that.
Buckle up, Teddy.
So we're going to get Ultimo Monet versus Chris Statlander at Full Gear, possibly?
Yeah.
Yeah. We might be getting that one.
I was like, I'm pretty sure by the time this episode even hits the internet, that match will be announced official. Or maybe on Wednesday. Probably on Wednesday.
Yeah.
On
Wednesday,
Saturday?
announce it.
Right.
God, I'm funny.
How about who runs the world too? Chris Statlander's going to be there. Does Ultimo Monet make an appearance? Does she run in? This is the indie scene, baby. This is the indie scene. You got to make a splash.
Yeah. You got to make it happen.
So I'm hoping this starts like heating up. I'm hoping it starts heating up fast.
Oh yeah, I hope so. Then like it gets MPX is gonna get mentioned on AEW Dynamite. That would be crazy.
Come on,
that would be crazy.
That's the home team.
That's the home team, man.
It's really cool the amount of involvement we've gotten to have with our local promotions, and then likewise see our local promotions get love from major promotions like this. You can't ask for better things. You really can't.
Beautiful thing.
You can't really, man. We're just grateful. Us wrestling fans, we're just grateful.
We're just grateful. We're just grateful. All right, I'm going home. I'm gonna go watch some football because this is a Sunday. So
go Bears.
Go Bears. Amen. I can't think of that way to go out of an episode. That might be a first.
Give me a hell yeah.
All right, gentlemen. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you, AEW. Thank you, Tony Khan.